UvaldeRadio.net, your concert station. That's Wade Bowen, new single there called Raining on Me off the Flyin record, which is out, available now. And we're so pumped and excited about Wade Bowen Band coming back to town tomorrow, Saturday night, House Pasture in beautiful Concan, Texas. And to celebrate, get you primed up, pumped up, ready for the concert. With me on the phone right now, the legendary Wade Bowen. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hey.
Thanks so much. Good to be on.
Yeah, man. Thanks for checking in. We're excited about the concert tomorrow night. Before I start off, I want to remind you the last time I saw you, I was literally on stage at the 14th Annual Texas Regional Radio Music Awards, where you won Songwriter of the Year, Single of the Year, and Male Vocalist, Male Artist of the Year. So congrats on that. And I was actually one of the guys that handed you a trophy up there.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. You know, like I tell everybody, we don't do it for the awards, but it sure is nice to be recognized, man. It was a lot of fun that night for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, you took home lots of hardware, and of course, you're just coming off the heels of a great record, and now just jumping right back on it with some new material. But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to share with you because that was a highlight for me in my career, man. I mean, UvaldeRadio.net walked away with Best Internet Station this year, and I got to hand over a trophy to you, so you're one of my faves. So it was a great night for Uvalde as well, too.
Thank you. Yeah, it was fun for all of us.
So Wade, it was just played your latest single to radio. You got the new record called Flyin, which, if I'm not mistaken, is like your 10th studio record. Is that right? Or
that's right. Yeah, the 10th personal record for Wade Bowen. Yeah, and then we got the studio records with Randy and the Hold My Beer stuff as well. So lots of records through the years, man. It's crazy to think about 10 studio records through the years. That's just unbelievable if you think about it. When someone mentioned that to me when this record came out, it was hard to believe. That's a long time. It's like a stubborn mule. They try to get rid of me, but I'm still hanging around, man.
Well, I mean, and it kind of makes the record title even more appropriate because time's flying, right?
Yeah, it has. It's flown by quickly, and but I named the record Flyin because I do feel like we're flying around having more fun than we've ever had. I keep telling people right now, I think you hear that in this record. More than any record I've ever made. I feel like you hear the fun, you hear the energy in this record more than any record I've ever made. I think you feel that when we're on stage. I think you feel that in the songs, and we're just having a blast right now. I'm having more fun writing and having more fun playing music than I've ever had.
What do you attribute that to? Is it a part of where you are in life? Is it the fact that you've been doing it long enough to where you've just kind of got it down? I mean, what is it? I guess that makes it this such a peak in your musical career.
I'm really not sure. I think I'm just in a lucky groove right now where I just found a good, happy place, and I don't really question why or try to figure it out. I just know that I'm in a good place, and I know that I've been in some rough places through the years in personal life and in my musical career, So it's just part of the journey, right? You have ups and downs in life, and you just when life is good, you don't really question it. You just try to embrace it and enjoy the journey. And so that's what we're doing right now. And just try to smile and enjoy it, man. I don't really know why. I'm in a good group as far as producing this record is my second record I've produced, and I feel like I know what I'm doing, so that's helped.
I know that you've always been real honest and upfront about how you're feeling as far as a songwriter and, a musician. I know just a few years ago, you were talking about, being in a slump and maybe even a writer's block, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, we all live through the pandemic and peaks and valleys do happen. But, yeah, I mean, as a fan, I can definitely see, I mean, you really are you're on a honky-tonk roll. So...
well, it feels that way, and I'm glad to hear you say it. I think you hear it in music, and I think you hear it in the live show, and hopefully people feel that tomorrow night when we're on stage. That's the band is rocking and playing better than we ever have, and I feel like the show's better than it's ever been. So all that comes across, and I hopefully people feel that.
Any standout differences in the recording of Flyin as opposed to other stuff?
I just think there's an energy to it. Mm-hmm. I didn't really mean for that to happen. I just think you feel that in the record, and even in the slow songs. There's just something about this record that just feels good. It just has an energy to it. That's the only word I keep coming back to. It has a presence to it that just makes you want to tap your toe, or just make you just kind of think about things a little bit more. I don't know. It just has something to it.
Yeah.
In my gut, just feels really good.
To me as a fan, it has a certain continuity. It has a certain flow to it that I think that any classic album, whether it's rock and roll or country, those great albums always have that kind of flow. Like I said, the continuity where each track just kind of welcomes the next one, and I think you've really tapped into that. Let's go and talk about this because you have a track called Friday Night that features a little intro by Troy Aikman. How did that come about, and how cool and jazzed were you about that?
Yeah, that was pretty perfect for me. Troy and I've been lucky enough to be friends for the last few years, and when I, had that idea, it was just perfect. I couldn't think of anybody more perfect than have the Hall of Famer, intro in that, and pretend to be a high school football announcer. He jumped at when I asked him. He jumped at the chance. He's a big country music fan, and like I said, good friends. It's been fun to be buddies with him for a while. So having him jump up that and be a part of this record has been a lot of fun, and hopefully we get to do more stuff together in the future. He's a great guy, good friend.
Now that's cool. Now how did that look in the studio? Did he just record his part, on his own and send it to you? Did you guys meet up and record it in person? What did that recording process look like? No,
we had the song done. I let the space for him, and he just actually recorded from his iPhone.
Cool.
Crazy the technology nowadays. We can do this kind of things pretty easily,
That is fantastic. Good stuff. Well, again, we got Wade Bowen on the phone. The show is tomorrow, Saturday night at House Pasture in Concan. Get those tickets at housepasture.com. At the end of this interview, we're going to do some giveaways and give away some free tickets as well. So, Wade, we just came off of Father's Day weekend. How was your Father's Day? Brag about the kids.
Yeah, the kids are amazing. About to have one turn 16, start driving, and another one's in college. So they're getting big quick, man. It's a blast. So having more fun being a dad than ever. They're turning into my little buddies, so it's a lot of fun being a dad right now.
Did they treat you anything? Did you get ties, coffee mugs, underwear? What are the gift-wise? What do the Bowen kids do for Dad?
Actually, this year I got a really nice silver that says HYB on it, which in our family stands for Hell Yeah Boy. That's our saying. So they gave me a really nice bracelet.
Very, very cool. Now, before that, we had Memorial Weekend. If I'm not mistaken, you did some gigs with your old buddy Miranda. She always speaks really highly of you, and I know you guys go way back. How much time do you actually get to spend, I guess, gigging or hanging with Miranda Lambert? And if it's kind of sparse, few and in between, far between, what was that like, getting to reconnect?
Yeah, we get to hang quite a bit. Probably not as much as we both want to. We're both pretty close friends and enjoy hanging out quite a bit, but we're both so busy, so having those 3 days together in a row is very rare, and it was a lot of fun hanging out in the afternoons and just visiting and, hanging out and getting to reconnect. It was a lot of fun before and after the shows. It was just a great weekend for all of us, and, our music really connects with each other, and we're both fans of each other, and so it just being that long, lifelong friends and musically really getting to sing with each other all weekend, all that is just so much fun. It was just absolute blast, and hopefully we get to do some more together.
Fans of yours are listening, and fans of Miranda's are listening. Any cool stories or anecdotes that directly, dealing with Miranda that you want to share that we might get a kick out of?
No, not really anything crazy. We keep to ourselves. Our friendship's pretty private, and we keep to ourselves. We have our thing, but she's probably the most unselfish superstar there is. I get around her and I forget how big of a superstar she really is, and that's a credit to her. She's every person that was on those. We had a different opener every day, and she was very welcoming to everybody, and she includes everybody on the show and wants them to come out and sing with her during her show, which is. It's just not the case with everybody that plays, that you play shows with. And that's the way I am. I try to be that way with our show as well. And that's just a big credit to how welcoming she is. And that's not always the case. So I give her a lot of credit for that.
Fantastic. Now, speaking of superstars, you just recently taped with Kelly Clarkson. And if I'm not mistaken, that airs actually today. Tell me, what was that experience like? Kelly Clarkson show, how'd it go?
Yeah, it's always cool when you get to be on national TV, right? That's few and far between. So it's cool, and plus, Kelly's a Texas gal, so hopefully that connection. Maybe that's the reason we got on it. I don't know, but I'm proud of our team and proud of our crew and everybody that was a part of it and made this thing happen. And it's a good opportunity for us, and I'm very, very proud to be a part of it.
Now, do you? How much TV have you done? Is this one of the most high profile, I guess, TV appearances have you done, or is there other cool stuff that you want to bring up that we can go dig up on YouTube?
We've done some other stuff. We've done Conan before and some other things like that, but it's always fun. When you get to do national TV, man, that's always a blast.
If you guys miss it, be sure and find the repeat, or or I don't know if TiVo is even a thing anymore, but try to get that latest Kelly Clarkson show episode featuring Wade Bowen.
We have most stuff on our YouTube channel or on our socials you can check out, but it's a lot of fun, man.
Very cool.
And it's a good opportunity for us. We're glad, especially with the new record and everything. I'm glad they're helping. They really believe in the record and what we're doing, so it was really, really honored to be a part of it.
Now, we're talking earlier at the top of the talk. I mentioned that you won the Songwriter Award, the Texas Regional Radio Music Awards this year. It looks like you've been tapped as a judge for the American Songwriter Contest. What is that? Can we see it? Is it a TV show? Is it a radio thing? Is it behind the scenes? What's the scoop on that contest?
I'm really not sure of the details yet. All I know is I'm get to hear some great songs and from great songwriters, and I'm looking forward to it. But
okay, hey, I know you got to get going here real soon, but we have to talk about this. You and Randy have a new record, Hold My Beer Volume 4, coming out, July 12th. The current single is out now called All I Want to Do Is Drink. You guys just keep cranking these records out. They're so much fun. I know you guys have some select dates in July, if I'm not mistaken. Give me the rundown on Hold My Beer Volume 4.
Yeah, it's, 6 more songs. We kind of split this one up and just kind of keep pushing stuff out there. That's what we're trying to do, and we have a lot of fun together. I think people know that by now. And another run of summer shows, Hold My Beer shows, and us getting up there acting like yahoos and having fun, buddies. That's what we do, and having a blast, man. So we're trying to get more music out there to people and continue having fun. That's the whole point of this thing. And I think you hear it in the music, obviously, and you see it in the shows, and see the friendship that's there, and continue to do what we do. We've been doing this for years, and it's a good side project for both of us to have fun and change up what we do normally with our bands, and it's fun for us.
Do you envision these things going on just indefinitely until just going and going and going, or do you feel like there's a cap on Hold My Beer?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't see any. We don't talk about there being an end. That's
okay.
Kind of why we started doing the volume thing, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we can get up to volume 87 if we want. We just keep having fun doing it. We enjoy getting in the studio, and we enjoy writing these songs. It's a good creative, change of pace for us to write these songs and get in the studio together with different musicians and different writers, and kind of change our creative brains a little bit. Change it up. So yeah, I really enjoy it. It's fun, and we're going to keep doing it as long as we're having fun. That's all that matters.
Well, fantastic. Okay, so I got to let you go here real soon, but as far as the show tomorrow night, House Pasture, Concan, tell the listeners, what can they expect? What are we getting geared up for?
Well, obviously lots and lots and lots of new music over the last 3 years, so we got lots to choose from, so you never know what the show's going to be like, and then tons of obviously old stuff as well. So that's what I keep telling people. Our show, we don't even know what to expect anymore, and that's the beauty of what's happening right now. We love it. It's a blast, and the uncertainty, I think, is what's just keeps us on our toes, and hopefully keeps everybody on their toes. We're having so much fun. We're smiling our way through our shows right now, and we're having a hard time dragging us off stage. I have to ask what the curfew is every night, so that's a good thing. So come on out and have a blast with us. We always have fun. This is a annual summer show for us out there in Concan, so it's going to be a blast.
I got to let me put a button on that because I was there last summer, and Wade, I got to tell you, man, you are fantastic live. The band is so hot, and your production value is amazing. House Pasture is a nice venue, but it ain't the biggest place. You play much bigger venues than that, and I got to say, the lighting and the smoke and the big time show element that you bring was really impressive.
Well, thank you. We sure try. We try to treat every venue like the same, no matter how big or small it is. We try to put on the same quality show, and we definitely will be tomorrow night. We look forward to it. It's going to be a blast as always. We know everybody floats the river and hangs out and drinks all day long. So we know it'll be rowdy and fun. So we're looking forward to it.
Well, we are totally excited about it. Again, get those tickets at housepasture.com, and I'm going to give away some pair of tickets here in just a moment. Another reminder, Wade Bowen, thank you very much. The new album is called Flyin. The new record with Randy Rogers comes out July 12th. Hold My Beer Volume 4, and live at House Pasture tomorrow night. Wade, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
All right, here's Randy and Wade off Hold My Beer Volume 4. All I Want to Do Is Drink, and this is UvaldeRadio.net, your concert station.